the maps only get more exciting as we are jumping into a map called KZ next. Now, if you don't know what Shootmania KZ is, you'll get a pretty good idea from this map. While the previous maps have maybe been pretty tight in terms of the time differences between players, this map can have a whole different scenario happen where you can either get a crazy good run or a pretty good run that's still enough for top 2, because this map is just so difficult to optimize. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We are jumping in to semifinals. Ghost, if you're here, can you maybe update stream title? If you would be so kind. I would appreciate that. Either way, we're gonna jump in. Let's see how Phobia discovers this map. He is going to type ++ immediately. So I guess he might be pretty excited about this one. Getting in those tight jumps around the first tower here, and there is a second tower ahead as well. And you need to just figure out what the hell to do here. There might be some pretty crazy optimizations that we see if players find. There might be a lot of pressure on players to get just one good run in. Just that one run. So, I would say that the players have two choices here. Either they're going to take it slow and take it kinda safe just to make sure that they get at least an okay time in. The other option is to go full risk. You're gonna fail most of your runs, but at the same time, that one run that you might get in might be unbeatable by others. So we'll see what players actually go for here. Phobia is going to take the first place for now with 25.02. And probably starting to figure out better optimizations here. And maybe trying to risk the map a little bit more. Let's see how others are doing. Just 1.5 minutes into the map, players already kind of figuring out optimizations. Hero on the big screen now. Might get the first place. Just barely does. Ahead of Phobia by 0.06 seconds. Batman on third place right now, 25.76, and Instay currently on fourth place with a 26.77. And these are all pretty competitive times to be made in 2 minutes, first 2 minutes of the map. So I have high hopes for these players on this map. Very difficult map to optimize, but if there's a group of players that I would expect to get those times in on a map like this is that group. Hero looking to make a pretty solid time here, 22.49 already. So that's 2.5 seconds ahead of Phobia, who is on second place currently, but only 3 minutes into the map so far. And Hero seems to have found some pretty good optimizations for himself, and if there's one quality about Hero that I can really commend him on, it's his consistency, and being consistent on a map like this might just be enough to secure that grand final spot. Everyone improving their time, so there's Phobia with a 22.84, and Batman with a 25.11. Instay actually just improves to a 24.23. Let's take a look at the other players right now. Batman, let's take Batman here. And let's see how Phobia is doing on the small screen. So, we have Phobia actually improving yet again, 22.43. Pretty good time for now. Still 1 second away from Hero, who actually did get a 21:56, and he is really feeling it. He's really getting those times in, and currently I think the Faith members can be pretty happy with their times. At the same time, Instay and Batman need to be careful here. Batman is going to get an improvement here, which is going to be enough for the 3rd place, but 3rd place, of course, not enough for that grand final spot. Top 2 from this map will be making it to the next round, which will be the last final map of this GLOBMINI Cup. And we'll see who makes it. There's definitely potential in all of these players. It's all about that one run, but Hero, of course, has been the man of the hour on this map. I think he's trying to maybe find some new optimizations, trying to go for even more risks. Of course, he's going to be somewhat safe with this 1st place position. He can kind of look at his time and see, well, I don't need small improvements, I just need that one godlike run that absolutely secures my top 2 spot. So, of course, anything can happen, so going for that super risky run might also give an opportunity for other players to be able to get some sick runs in. Let's jump into Instay right now, who's currently on 4th place. What does he have in store for us? Well, he just makes a new time. Where is Instay? Here he is. And Hero on the small screen there. Instay with a 3rd place run. 23:62. He needs to improve that time by at least 1 second to be able to secure that 2nd place. Is this maybe that run? No, it's not going to be enough, and it's actually wouldn't have been even if it was a slightly faster, because Phobia does get the 2nd 21 of the day, and he does secure his 2nd place spot once more. But Instay showing that he has what it takes to improve his time. He has what it takes to maybe just get 1 more second cut out of his time, and he could maybe do that 2nd place run, or even 1st place. 1st place, 2nd place, not that far apart anymore. So who knows? Who knows what they're able to do? Hero still trying for those risky runs. He can be pretty happy with his time currently, as there's only 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the timer, and that's when that timer runs to 0, that's it. We will have our top 2, no second chances, no participation awards. That's going to be it. So if there's one time in your life when you're gonna make a good time on this map, this would be a pretty good choice. Let's see how Batman is doing right now. Switch to Instay on the smaller screen. Trying to clutch this out. Needs quite a big improvement still. Needs to shave 2 seconds of his time, but might have what it takes to do that. Oh, just barely misses that jump. Not quite sure how much this would have been anyway, even if he finished. 2 minutes on the timer. All eyes on these 2 players. Hero improving his time, Instay also improving his time. These will, however, not change the leaderboards. Hero still having that 1st place, Phobia still having that 2nd place, Instay, well, there's something that changes the 1st place. Phobia getting a 20.83, and that is not going to change the grand final players right now, but that might be quite something as a message to the other players. Phobia really showing that he's here to play. He's not joking around. He's here to win this entire thing. And now it's just all on Batman, all on Instay, just trying to get everything right for that one run. 45 seconds. These are the last final chances to get an improvement. Beating Hero, beating Phobia, not an easy task. Instead, trying to get it, but even if this is an improvement, it's a 22.48. It's still over 1 second away from what he needs, and this is going to be his final attempt here. Batman also going for his final attempt. These are going to decide the top 2 of the map. Instead, looking pretty good here. We'll have time to finish, but is it going to be enough for the second place? I don't think so. It's going to be pretty close to his personal best, but there is not going to be enough power in his run to get the second place. And so we have our grand final players. We have Faith Hero and we have Faith Phobia. So their team can be pretty happy with the results, no matter how this ends. But how this ends is going to be decided very soon.